Over the last 3 years, EPS has been growing, but not perfectly stable. As you can see, 38, 73%, 17 year over year. And here's the key point. In the latest quarter, the company delivered a 130% EPS growth. And for the first time, the company turned profitable. Their forward PE is in around 24. So if we use the Peter Lynch formula, the company seems to be interesting. Also, if we will look here, the company has been issuing shares till I don't know, January 2024, and right now they have a small, but they have a buyback program. Also, they have a stable cash flow, free cash flow, and if we look on the chart and we will add the EPS chart, we see that there is a rocket here. And comparing to the past periods where the EPS was negative, the price was in around $20-25. Right now we are at the age of 14. So fundamentally, company looks much stronger now than it did last year. And let's go to the technical part. All right, let's take a look at the next point. We have the company IPO. It went public in around $66, and then price dropped sharply. It corrected all the way down to $9. So the question is, how do we label this whole decline, and what exactly is happening here? And in this case, to understand that, we need to look at the company's fundamental first. From my experience, when a company becomes profitable just now after being unprofitable for a long period of time, it usually cannot be in a fourth wave. As we know from Elliott Wave theory, the price declines in wave 2 and wave 4. Those are corrective phases. So let's think logically. The company is only starting to show positive earnings. If we look at the company's cycle, it should be at the very beginning of its growth phase. And that corresponds to the end of the second wave and the start of the third. Because usually when you have a third wave, you're already profitable. So based on this, I placed the second wave here. And I assume that this is the end of the wave 2. So we had something like WXY correction. We have ABC, X, ABC, approximately. Now let's continue. Here we see the first wave. We have an impulse, correction, impulse, correction. So we have something like first, second, third, fourth, fifth wave, first wave. Then we have A, B, C correction. Then we have probably first, second, third, fourth, and fifth wave. And we have A, B, C correction. Let's check it with the volumes. So usually we have clusters, main clusters in around second and fourth waves. Let's just check. Yeah, we have here's main cluster and here the main cluster. In correction, especially in ABC, we have the main cluster in B area. See? So this is the B area and we have the main cluster here. That's how you can check yourself. So here we have an issue because it could be third and a fourth wave here, but there is a strict rule that the fourth wave cannot be lower than the end of the first, and the only way when it can be lower when we have a triangle here in the fourth wave. So it will be just something like here, B, C, D, E, and then we go up. But well, it's technically possible, but I assume that we will have an extension in the third wave. So it will be not the third wave, but we will have a subwave here, and we will have a third wave. So it will be, we can go a little deeper here. Then we will have a third wave. Because you see we have a previous high, and we will break that resistance and the price will test it. So we will break it, then for some period we will be here, the price will consolidate, and then we will go up the fifth wave. So the approximate, and this will be the end only of the third wave. Then we will have the fourth wave here, the fifth wave, and that will be only the end of the third major wave. Then we will have the fourth wave and the fifth up. So the upside here is quite big, but everything depends on the price. So let's keep an eye here. Regarding my position, so I have opened a position here, and my stop loss will be in around the second wave. If we will go lower than the second wave here, lower than 10.5 approximately, 10.47 if to be correct, then this means that this structure is not valid. Also, let's take a look at the major picture here. So you see we in around a major cluster. It starts from, it's in around 12 and 13, maybe 14. So this one, this blue cluster is a main cluster where smart money are loading their positions. So we are somewhere at the on top of it. So there is another scenario. We can go lower here. So it will be not WXY, but Y it will be, let me check. Well, yeah, there is a possibility that we might go here, but in all cases we then we will bounce. So right now I entered position here at the end of the second wave and my stop loss here. Let's see how it performs.